Okay, game 3. Yeah, so here I play Vexing Bauble. I play Vexing Bauble here just because that just shuts down, because they could play as many 0-mana stuff as they can in the one turn if they wanted to. So this just stops those from ever being played. And I knew that if they might get Tamiyo, and I wouldn't be able to mana tithe it, but I figured ensuring that all, and they did, naturally, ensuring that they could not do any Mox Opals, Mox Ambers, Baubles next turn, I think was worth it. So, but yeah, anyways, I drew a second Bauble. They draw that, so... So here I'd go ahead and destroy land. Oh, I try to destroy land, they spell pierce it. So the reason why I didn't crack one of the Baubles just because I know they play Haywire Might and can fetch Haywire Might, and they may have more than one. So I'm like, until I really need that extra card, I'm just gonna keep the Baubles, because just being able to stop all those 0-mana cards is so valuable. So having a backup is worth something. Yeah, so here they have Tamiyo. Here I decide, I think I decide to kill Tamiyo because I just know that if they get the Planeswalker, then I am in very big trouble. And with the token and probably another card draw spell, they could get it next turn. So I'm like, why not? Okay, kill that. And then I also have Tithe to stop something. But that was the thinking. I was just genuinely afraid that they were actually going to Planeswalker online next turn. So that was key. They had a 4-mana card that was a Mana Tithe, so that Mana Tithe legit saved me. I still don't Bauble here, just because I don't need it yet. I still have stuff to do. Yeah, so they do Memory. So I think I'm in pretty deep trouble here because they're getting cards off Memory now. Actually, no, because they don't. Oh, they can't even get stuff off Emery. Yeah, because of the Bauble. So yeah, that's why I was like, okay, I'll keep the Bauble. Keep the backup Bauble. Now they definitely can't get anything after I rest of these. I destroy the land first, just because I want to keep them off blue, keep them counter spells or Cameo or any of that. And I'm just on a very slow clock, so it's all good. Rest in peace to really shut down all of that stuff going on. And now I think I'm in a pretty good spot. We have Saga, which is not ideal because I don't actually have any way to handle constructs. I still don't Bauble. Again, at this point, I probably should have Baubled once. But then again, one Haywire. Well, the thing is, one Haywire Might, and there's a very juicy rest in peace to stop with Haywire Might too. So, feel like I probably should have Baubled at this point, but luckily, very luckily, I drew a Haktos. Got my damage in. Now Emery can't block him, so yeah. So we do that. They trade. They're gonna get a construct. So again, it doesn't look good for me. Again, I'm still not Baubling. Oh, because especially since I know they can fetch Haywire Might with Saga next time if they wanted to, which they won't. Because they realize that destroying those artifacts and enchantments isn't going to win the game. So again, I'm in deep trouble here. I'm in serious trouble. If I don't draw Haktos, I'm dead. And here's where I crack it. Here's where I crack it. Alright, so here's where I crack both, actually. Because I know I'm desperate at this point. Because basically, I think the idea here is they've already got an Opal. They've got an Opal. They've got 2 4-power attackers to kill me with. So my priority now is just surviving that. So I think I kind of realized at the point I had to pivot from that Bauble lockout to dig up for answers. And obviously that matters quite a bit because I got a valuable gold here. So I don't use the bolt yet, because my thought is, if they ever crack that fetch line, then I bolt them to win. But I guess they're smart enough to not do that. So I'm going to wait. So the idea is I wait. I wait because I know that, like... So I think the thinking is, like this will keep them off of that one mana permanently. And like if I draw hackers, I'm just gonna win. So I mean, I think that was the thinking why I didn't bolt that, because I'm like, until it's actually about to kill me, and if it's actually about to kill me and I bolt it, then it's like, okay, it doesn't really matter, because then they have to play another creature and have that, or specifically an Emery, and have that survive to do that one extra damage to me. So I wasn't too afraid of the damage I was being dealt from that, and I figured like saving the bolt to basically permanently keep them off that one land. And well, obviously it was the right call there, because I drew the bolt to double bolt them. Yeah, so again, this is one of those things where, I mean, I didn't anticipate this outcome, which is a very good one. But I think the logic was still like, I didn't have to, like, having that bolt in hand to represent 3 damage to them was very valuable. And I didn't have to kill that construct yet, until I like literally was about to die, because they had no other sort of offensive threats in that deck. So that's why I held up. And obviously, it turned out to be the perfectly right call because of a lucky top deck. So, yeah, man, these are some close games. You know, it's interesting because even when you think you've got the lockout with 2 baubles and a rest in peace, they represent an offensive threat. So, I don't know. I mean, I still think it was the right call not to crack my backup until I had to. Just because of the Haywire Might, but yeah, that could have easily cost me the game. So I don't know, hard to say. I think again, kind of like with the I forgot which matchup I was talking about, but I think like with this deck, you kind of need to respect a little bit the offensive angle with Urza's Saga. A little more. So maybe if I'd done that, I may have made a different decision with the baubles. But anyways, yeah, interesting puzzle, interesting set of questions. But ultimately, my answers to them led me to barely squeeze through in Game 3. So now 2-0 in the league.